Okay.
Yeah, no, he needs to.
All right, back here in Asheville. Sorry about that loss of audio for a little bit. But we're back here. It's a semifinals match. Mentioned that United Nations dominated their group. That's an understatement. The men's premier is the top of the top here this weekend at the Beer City Cup. The Beer City Cup, where soccer, beer, and cash all meet. One game away from a finale and 2 wins away from all the cash that comes with the men's premier. United Nations, they did grab a tie in their last game against Salt and Lime. But in their first 2 games, 5-1 over K-Vars. And they beat Carolina Elite 8-0. That was quite a game. I remember seeing some of that one. And then they tied Salt and Lime 3-3. And here we are in the semifinals. 8 teams in this men's premier division. 16 goals for is most by far for United Nations. Only 4 against. The other team that made it out of this Group A was K-Vars FC. A bad start, but they turned it around, winning their next 2. Here's Sayword on the attack. United Nations heads it away. As for Sayword, they also lost their first game to FC Boone, 2-0. Then they beat Shoreline United 4-2, and Manchester 3-1. We saw that one, and we saw the Shoreline last night. Lucky to be a part of both those Sayword games. They needed to win both of them to get out of the group. And they finished second behind the FC Boone team. Other semifinal going on behind us right now. Finale will take place last game of the night, 8 p.m. And it will be a corner there. A slight touch from the goalkeeper. Same lineup as the first game for Sayword today. United Nations try to cross it off the back of one of the Sayword players. Oh, that's up and away. Trying to find a teammate who blasted it away. "13 nations represented in this United Nations team." Doesn't have anything to do with the UN in Europe, but more of they are united in terms of nations. 13 nations represented. That's a lot, considering the roster is only about 18 to 20. And a lot of spectators out here now. A great environment. It's going to be a great couple finales later on. Still working on the semifinals here in the Premier. TSC TV, glad to bring you this semifinal of the Premier, the men's Premier. On the other TSC TV stream, we have another finale. It's an over 50 finale. 2 finales for that stream. As of right now, we're still on the semifinals. Here's a couple nifty moves. Cut back inside the box now for United Nations. Looking like a touch. It was a touch. Fourth game for both of these teams. You need to win 5 to get the money, or you need to play 5 at least. You don't need to win all of them, but this one you do. It's a knockout stage game. And that back pass goes very wrongly, and it goes out for a corner kick. Sayword trying to play it fast. One of the players down. Oh, and the ref stopping it. The ball was moving. I'm not quite sure it was. But the referee is the boss man on the field. Slowing the game down now for Sayword, so they'll get a chance to set up. Sayword is good on set pieces. They were trying to go quick and catch them off. Set pieces have really been a big part of the game. Not only for the men's premier, but the whole Beer City Cup. Cross comes in. Oh, missed header by United Nations first. But now United Nations is on the counter. Running back is Sayword. United Nations find an open player. Oh! Just skimmied past the near post. Sayword doing some nifty footwork, and they've really increased the intensity ever since they knew they needed to win those last 2 games. And the intensity is ratcheted up here, being a knockout game, and anything can happen. You know, United Nations may have been really good in the group stage, but that doesn't carry over. Once again, speedy. Number 9 on the flank. Now central, top of the box for United Nations. Blocked. It would have been saved by the keeper for Sayword. Slide challenge, just able to get to it. Sliding is allowed here. An 8v8. Beer City Cup blocked again, double blocked. Alex Palme trying to do something fancy. He's got his knee taped up. He had a cut, I think, this morning. That's what we discussed. Oh, late challenge for Palme, free kick. So lefty now for United Nations. Ten minutes into this first half of this semifinal. Other semifinal behind us has gotten underway. Taking curler, dangerous. Oh, and what a sliding challenge. Spisok with a challenge that could have saved a goal. Well, it did. Two balls on the field, so it'll get re-kicked. So United Nations now playing it low instead of high this time. Back post. It works out the same. No success there, but they still keep possession, do United Nations FC. And a great block shot there. A lot of block shots already for Sayword. United Nations really pressuring the net, but not many saves needing to be made. A couple. Cross comes in, no United Nations player is there, but now Sayword needs to get their lines up. Trying to do a give and go or tiki-taka there. United Nations, and oh, just a little punch over. Sayword, a lot of experience in small-sided tournaments like this and tournaments in general. Cross comes in, back post for United Nations. They won in Savannah, Georgia, did United Nations. Big extension dive for Sayword, and now they control the ball once more. First time we've really seen you Sayword going to a shell. They don't normally play in a shell like this, but United Nations has been so good offensively. What is United Nations looking for now? They're going to switch to field of play. No, they go back to the same side they were just on. The black and pink of United Nations. They have some pretty fun jerseys, if I might add. Nifty little give and go. They are very so technical. There's a good blocking shape save for Sayword's keeper. Quick corner taken. Very technical is this United Nations team. Probably the most tiki-taka team that is here in the Men's Premier and overall. Lots of space there. Now space out wide to drive in. Could be dangerous for Sayword. United Nations shot. Oh, a little slight touch by Spisak, excuse me. What a touch that was. So a corner for United Nations. No offsides at Beer City Cup. That one's in the safe hands of the keeper. And K-Vars after that start, with the loss to United Nations, up 1-0 on Boone FC. Boone FC, a NPSL team up here near Asheville. United Nations looking to stay perfect. A great ball in here, over and out of bounds. Sayword trying to figure out some tactics over on that far sideline where their bench is. They had a pretty chippy third game of the group stage with Manchester. Red card for the Manchester player in that game. And they got really chippy as well. Here's a cross for United Nations, no one there. Paul May, the player to watch for Sayword. He's been good this tournament. Right now he's not being able to use his qualities. He's playing more of a defensive role in the midfield. United Nations have just been overall really good. Speed on the wings. Maybe a long ball here. No. Choose to go down the middle. Paul May chasing. And not enough speed there for United Nations to get on the end of it. Sanchez comes in for Sayword. Beer City Cup, Boone FC just tied it up behind us. But the Beer City Cup proudly sponsored by Sierra Nevada IPA, Devil's Foot Soda, Flight Sports, ExploreAsheville.com, and Barbecue Bears Smokehouse. Also TSC, proud broadcast partner for Beer City Cup here in Asheville. One more stop in Nashville, November 8th and 9th. If you didn't come to this one, or if you're in the area, definitely would recommend. Beer City Cup has been a blast this season, or this weekend, Labor Day weekend, and it has been quite the adventure, and we still don't have a champion decided for multiple divisions. United Nations always love their pink socks. You can always tell them on the pitch. Say we're trying to chase it down, nothing there. Women's D2 final going to our left. Sounds like someone just scored over there. Here's United Nations. Just moving the ball around like they do. It's like a predator stalking their prey before they strike. They won't get the strike here, but it is on the horizon for United Nations. But Sayword, we've seen a lot of moments where in this tournament, that's the beauty of the Beer City Cup at 8v8, such quick pace. Many moments where you thought that teams had the game in hand and teams score on the counter. And then the game flips on its head. Sanchez right in front of us here, trying to keep that in. That was out though. To everyone out there listening, I hope that everyone's going to have a good Labor Day weekend or is currently having a good Labor Day weekend. Big weekend college football starting back up. I know everyone was excited about that, and NFL starts next weekend as well. The football is back in the air. As for the Beer City Cup, it finishes up tonight, but Nashville, November 8th and 9th. As this game is kind of stalled. It's like we've fallen into neutral on a manual gearbox. It's 1 minute till halftime, but United Nations picking it up now. It looks like we're into gear. It's blocked. And then we go back to passing. But it's those moments where you lapse defensively for Sayword here that can cost you a goal, especially right before half. That could be critical. Cross across for United Nations. Looked like it may have hit the hand, but it was on the frame, it looked like, of the Sayword player. This is one of those games that just feels like an old grudge match, an old grinder that will go down to the last kick, and also doesn't have many goals in it. Here's Sayword now. Last couple of attacks here in the first half. Sanchez unable to get to that one. Boone FC looks like they've taken the lead. Here's United Nations on our field. Oh, they passed it right to him. Sayword. Shot. Oh, zoom. Oi, oi, oi. Zooey. That one sailed over the head of the Sayword keeper, and he had nothing to do about it. Just hope and pray that it went over the bar, which it did. So there's the two puffs of the whistle. We hit halftime here. Not much to speak of here from United Nations and Sayword, but the second half is on the horizon, and that will be a telling half, and it'll prove to be a good half as well. We'll be right back on the Beer City Cup, YouTube and TSC TV. Welcome back to the Beer City Cup. It's a semifinal men's premier. The best of the best here. Semifinals battling it out. United Nations FC versus Sayword FC. United Nations was out there probably about 3 minutes ago. Getting ready for this second half. Say word now. Trying to attack. Here's United Nations now. United Nations once again possessing around.
Ya resucitó, güey, porque ey, todo, güey, pegándole para que se despertara, güey. Es que tengo la carpa atrás, por eso no pude ver bien qué pedo. Zach, what happened with that? Ah, tampoco, no sabe. You want to take it out of this one? Hey, want to take it out? Huh? Look. Okay, sir.
Sayword FC. Now playing around the back. Not much going on here early in the second half. Collision there. Bouncing around like a ping pong ball on a retro arcade game. Pong. Anybody heard of that one? Now here's United Nations on the break. Oh, big block there from Sayword. Kept in for no corner. Here's United Nations. Just dumped it into the keeper. Here's United Nations now at the top of the box. And that one just barely stays in the ballpark. Oh, off the bar for United Nations. Something out of nothing there. Somber scenes here. It seems like maybe a serious injury over on the other field behind us in the semifinal for men's premier. That's all I'm going to say about that. But quietness has fallen over the arena while they get that sorted out. As of right now, this semifinal is still in action. Sayword almost giving up the first goal, but just barely by a whisker. They were saved by the underside of the bar.
I don't know how many times you going to that. I forgot to put in my time. 5 minutes? Yeah, I put it 5 minutes.
Now Sayword on the attack. Not much attacking going on for Sayword in this entire game, especially the second half. So here's United Nations driving down the end line. Will they go towards the touch line? Yes. Oh! Not sure if that was going in, but a critical touch from the keeper of Sayword there. The angle didn't look good enough, but you never know. As a keeper, every touch is critical. United Nations now. Taking their time. It's been a lot of patient buildup for both these teams. This feels like a one-goal game, maybe. Which team can find the breakthrough? A big strike at it once again. He had that strike that was just saved by the keeper for Sayword. United Nations now looking for a low cross, choosing for the more direct option. This one might be in the air. No, it's a simple pass. United Nations in the box now. They've got multiple numbers. Sayword had all 7 of their attacking or their field players in the box. Sayword now on their heels trying to defend this attack from United Nations. United Nations, he was looking like he was going to take a shot there. Oh, it's on the turn now. He's got a chance. He's taking the keeper. Oh, no! Wow! He should not have saved that. On the ground, sticks the hand up and makes the save. What a fantastic save from the Sayword netminder. And Sayword once again gets given a lifeline. And it remains 0-0. Oh, and a big giveaway here from Sayword. There's numbers for United Nations here. Top of the box, take it, and they've scored the breakthrough for United Nations. It was building and building, and they finally cracked the code. It was a quick counterattack for United Nations. And it's 1-0 for the boys in black and pink. So with just 17 or so minutes left in the first half, excuse me, second half, we finally have a breakthrough. 32 minutes into the game. Foul there. Sayword gets a free kick in a promising position to see if they can lump it in the box. Not much going in terms of passing for Sayword, but they're going to have to find something here. I said it seemed like a one-goal game. Sayword was not the team to score the first goal. United Nations decided to jump the line and take the goal first. United Nations now attacking down the far side. United Nations in the middle of the park, just passing around once more. Here's a narrow through ball, and it's out of bounds for a corner kick for United Nations. United Nations corner kick now, played short. Not much action missed there while we had the camera positioned. It was just set up for a corner, so good timing for us. United Nations now to have the lead, and they have the ball. Possession is king right now in a game where intensity is high and the pace of play is good. But there's not many hard challenges going on. It's quite a clean game, and that's what you like to see. That's what the beautiful game is all about. And they're just ticky-tacking around. That's what United Nations does. And if you give them space like Sayword is now, that is what they're going to do. Look at that fancy ball work for United Nations. I was talking to them the other day. They say they have a one-day tryout. And if you do not fit the bill, then you will be off. And they have a lot of people trying out. And it's about character. That's what the head coach said from United Nations. And this is why they are potentially 12 or 13 minutes away from another finale. In the men's Premier Division. United Nations, one of the elite teams that signed up. As a reminder, only 3 elite teams signed up. You need a minimum of 6, so combined into a Premier Division. But Sayword as well. So this is a top-tier matchup, top billing for these two here. Here at the Beer City Cup, we're proud to be sponsored by Sierra Nevada, a family-owned IPA company, one of the biggest independent breweries in the country. Devil's Foot, all-natural, low-sugar soda. That's 100% organic. Flight Sports, the official game ball. As United Nations now get a through ball, have a chance to double the lead, and they do so. And it's just as easy as that. United Nations. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass goal for United Nations there. Explore Asheville.com. I would recommend coming to Asheville, a beautiful city. That's one of the many sponsors of Beer City Cup. And last but not least, Barbecue Bears. TSC is proud to bring you the broadcast for this semifinal of the men's premier between Sayword FC and United Nations FC. United Nations FC now with more leeway with a 2-goal cushion. And they have one of their feet inside of that boxing ring, ready for the finale. Sayword needs something fast. Big cross in. Palme goes up with United Nations. Battle won by United Nations. There's United Nations. Now, oh, a beautiful through ball in there. Just such a technical team. Well, they have so much success, this United Nations team, and if they don't like something, they will go back just like this. And this is where the sting out of the game comes in handy for United Nations. Sayword cannot do anything defensively. They've also played pretty difficult games. They've put all their heart and soul into those games last night and this morning to get to this point in the semifinals. United Nations, a pretty smooth sailing for the first two games yesterday, and then that game today, it was a draw, but they knew that they were already in the semis. That one hit the outside netting. So it looks like we're stopping the game for a second, maybe. Yeah, we are. For the ambulance crew to come over to the field behind us. Still stopped over there. What I heard was they're going to do 27 minutes in the second half instead of their usual 25. So this is kind of their halftime break now for that game behind us, the other men's semifinal. And this might be the first time that they realize something happened, the players on this field. All the players looking over behind us here, trying to figure out what is going on. Now, we'll resume. We got 9 minutes left here. It's just a moment to think about how it's bigger than the game that we love to play. Beer City Cup is a very important thing, but the thing we love most is more important. That is life. So a moment to think about that for all the players, and takes away from the small thing that we're living in here of the Beer City Cup, the larger picture. But we'll have action once again. Sayword got 9 minutes to get 2 goals. And United Nations, whoa, save with the right elbow there. Sayward keeper, he's had a couple great saves. He had that one that kept it 0-0. But that one could come back and help his teammates if they do find 2 goals. It's got to start with one right here, or soon, that's for sure. Ref tried to get out of the way of that one, laughing on the ground. Did a little shuffle there, but could not avoid the spin of the ball, and he falls on the rump. So Sayword gets it back underway. Sayword player down, ref stopping it now. Looks like he has a cramp or something of the sorts. So they get the sub off, do Sayword. So the player onto the stretcher, that's what all the clapping is for behind us. That one was into the woods from Sanchez. Needing a new ball, says the referee. Well, absolutely, that one is going to take some time to find. So back to action here. Diagonal run. Oh, that was beautifully done. Just a split second for the run of United Nations. United Nations on frame now. Blocked there. Paul May with a nice touch to keep Sayword in possession. Big crossing from Sayword, back post. Oh, Sanchez. It was actually headed away by United Nations. So a corner. Sayword's been good on corners. Here's United Nations once again attacking the formal fashion they do. And there it is. Goal. United Nations 3-0. So 3-0, United Nations put this game to bed. You saw the player being stretched off. He's in good spirits. Player for K-Vars FC. Here's Sayword. What can they do now? Trying not to have their tournament end here in dismay to United Nations, who has just been dominant. A 0-0 first half. And they have done the same thing they did in the first half. They just scored 3 goals. Oh, Sayword with an opportunity here. One-on-one shot. Oh, what a touch from the back half of the boot. From United Nations to save a clear goal as the keeper was diving in the wrong direction.
Let's go, let's go.
United Nations pressing on again. Already up 3-0. Trying to get a second. Good save. It's going to pop out right to United Nations. Good save again. The Sayword keeper has played good today. Three minutes left for Sayword. They need 3 goals. It might be insurmountable at this point, but they just need 1 to get started. Subs coming on now. Sayword trying to make some last-minute changes. And so will United Nations. Corner kick for Sayword. 2 minutes left for a ticket to the finale for United Nations. It's all but set in stone now. They'll take one or two final attacks here. Or are they just going to possess? Looks like they're going to possess for United Nations. And the possession of this game, we don't have that stat, but from what we've watched, I think it's probably about 75% to 25. It's been really outnumbered. Here is Sayword. What can they do here? A touch out of bounds. That's the story of the game for Sayword. Nothing going right.
Hey, aquí también nos tocó Atlanta contra Atlanta. Eso está bien. Suerte.
And 3 blows of the whistle. End this game and secure and finalize the spot for United Nations FC in the finale. Boone FC and K-Vars in a tight match over on another live stream. TSC TV proud to have this broadcast. Beer City Cup, the nation's premier adult soccer tournament. I've been Zachary Butchright. Thank you for tuning in with us. We'll be back here shortly.